Hey, what's going on, y'all? Christian here, back with another short book review. This time I am talking about Roadwork by Stephen King. This is one of his earlier novels that he wrote under the Richard Bachman pseudonym, and it is a very interesting book. It is mainly a character study about one man whose life is just crumbling all around him. The main character is named Barton Dawes, and he's having a really rough go at life. 3 years before the book starts, his son dies from a brain tumor, his very young son. This has created a kind of a rift between him and his wife. Their relationship isn't in the best place. And then to top it all off, the government announces that they're going to be doing some road work. They're going to do a highway extension that will demolish where Barton works, and it will demolish Barton's home where his son grew up and died in. And so naturally, Barton is very upset. He feels betrayed. He feels angry. And the story kind of revolves around how he deals with that situation and what his plan is to kind of like reclaim a bit of his life. And I have mixed feelings about this book. So the first half I found to be a little weak. I think it's too slow of a start. It was a little bit too much of a slow burn. But then about halfway through the book, there's this character that is introduced named Olivia, and she and Barton share some really, really great scenes together. And it's in those moments we start to get to see more of who Barton is and what his plan is and how he plans to retake his life a little bit. And from that halfway point on, I thought the book was really solid, and it culminated in an ending that I thought was overall really satisfying. The main theme for this book, at least for me, was about having your voice be heard, standing up to these larger institutions and making sure that they know that like you can't be messed with. And I think Stephen King does a really good job at conveying that message. But the biggest positive about Roadwork is definitely the character work. Especially in that second half, Barton becomes a really excellent character. I found myself sympathizing with him a lot, thinking about what I would do in his situation where everything is being taken away from me. And the rage that he feels is one that kind of like emanates off the page and got me hyped up in many different instances where I was like, yeah, you get him, teach him who's boss, teach him a lesson. So overall, mixed feelings about this book. I don't think it's one of Stephen King's greatest novels, but I don't think it's at the bottom either. Slow start, but a really good finish to it. Overall, I would give Roadwork a 3.75 out of 5. I still think it's worth checking out if you're a big Stephen King fan.